What up, what up, what up? It's your boy LQ, Mr. Real Deal Fantasy HQ, and I'm back, and the shirt is loud, and it may be fall, but it's summertime with me at all times. So I got some monkey knife fight picks today. I got some value picks, and then a couple of fades, some bets that I just don't feel like we should be putting money on or gambling on. So just stay away. So make sure you guys hit that link in the bio. Get a year subscription when you deposit $10 on a monkey knife fight, and you'll be able to be set up for success for the rest of the season with the DLF football knowledge. So moving on, let's get into it. Some value picks. So first up, I got Austin Ekeler. This is a smash for me. Back-to-back weeks, he's been able to hit this goal of the 55.5 that monkey knife fight has right now. I'm hitting the over on this. Austin Ekeler is set up for success. Division game, we all know there's a different vibe. There's a upbeat where they want to be more competitive and hungrier, and I definitely think Austin Ekeler is averaging a good yards per carry. He had 6 yards per carry last week, so I definitely think this is achievable. Austin Ekeler is set up for this bounce back where we want the big points in fantasy, but for monkey knife fight to have him at 55.5, I'm going to hit the smash because believe it or not, Kansas City is probably the worst rushing defense right now in the league, so I'm definitely hitting this as a smash. Going on to the next guy I got, Justin Herbert, same game. I definitely think the 310 yards. Right now, I'm hitting the over against Kansas City. Again, different type of vibe when this is a division game. Justin Herbert needs a bounce back. He honestly needs this game to be able to hit this mark, and I think it's achievable. I mean, he's thrown over for 300 yards last year, both games that he played Kansas City, so it's definitely achievable with the 310. I think that's a low ball. I think that's a light ball. I think this is a smash for the over for Justin Herbert for the 310 yards. So next up, I got TJ Hockenson for 13.5 fantasy points. I'm hitting the over on this. This is a smash. Back-to-back weeks, 8 catches, and he's been able to find the end zone. That is encouraging for me to know that he can smash this 13.5, being that he's the number 1 receiver target. So there's no reason why he shouldn't be able to hit this 13.5. Believe it or not, the pass defense with the Ravens is a little broken. They're a little banged up because they're last in the league right now for giving up 752 yards in 2 games. So that means Derek Carr was out there balling as well as if he was Mahomes. So maybe Jared Goff, being that he's ranked number 1 in pass attempts right now and then number 2 in pass completion. So there's going to be a lot of throwing in this game. They're going to try to take advantage of the Ravens defense being banged up, and TJ Hockenson can smash over this 13.5 all day long. Next up, I'm going to go with the under here for 14.5 fantasy points for Mike Davis versus the Giants this week. Now, I'm only taking the under because the whole Cordell Patterson coming into light, that he's taken valuable rushing touches and he's taking targets out of the backfield. So he's basically a running back, a tight end, wide receiver. Next, we'll be seeing him throw the ball. So I'm only taking the under here for Mike Davis for the 14.5 because too much is going on in that backfield, and I do not want to sit here and say that Mike Davis hasn't had the chance to give us a good performance, because he has. He's been the number 1 running back. At the end of the day, he still has more rushing attempts than Patterson, still has more rushing attempts than Gallman, who's non-existent at the moment. So 14.5 just seems too high for a Mike Davis against the Giants. I know we all like to beat on the Giants, but their defense is not that bad. It's not that terrible. So I think with Patterson in the mix here, that's what's going to kind of hold Mike Davis back as the ball and chain to actually put any relevant fantasy points on the board, because he had less than 10 fantasy points back-to-back weeks. So I'm taking the under here. This is an easy smash with Mike Davis versus the Giants for 14.5 fantasy points. Now, I got some guys that I'm fading where it looks attractive that you want to take the over or you want to take the under. So with being unsure here, I don't like to take these bets. I don't like to take these gambles. I definitely think these are set up for moments where you're just right there, like how I was Noah Fant last week, where I took the over of 4.5 catches, and he only caught 4. That bastard. I should have faded him. But, again, I'm going to take accountability for that. I was wrong about Noah Fant by 1 catch, whatever the case may be. But this is where the bets are, where I need to fade them because I don't want to deal with these situations where I'm ripping my hair out and getting more gray hair because of these bets. But Taylor Heineke, 235 yards. I'm fading this bet because it is possible that he could, because he's coming in with momentum, just throw for 300-plus yards last week, and I think he's coming in hot. He's coming in with confidence, and I definitely think it's achievable on a Buffalo Bills passing defense, but they've been playing lights out. But have they been playing lights out? I don't know. We still don't know if the Buffalo Bills defense is really what it is because they faced a broken Tua. He was out in the first quarter, and then they faced Jacoby Brissett. So therefore, that's why they won 35-0. So it makes their defense look a lot better than what it was. And they faced a washed, old, broken Ben Roethlisberger week 1. So therefore, I don't know if the Buffalo Bills defense is really like that, or maybe they are. But again, this is why I'm not going to gamble with a Taylor Heineke because I don't know if he's going to throw over 235. He may throw 234. This is one of those situations of reason why I'm fading this bet because it looks good. It looks attractive because we watched how he played last week when he was playing great. But again, that was the Giants and a division game. There's a different vibe there. So this bet for Taylor Heineke for 235 yards, I'm going to fade. I don't want to do the over, and I don't want to do the under. Now, next up, this is going to sound crazy, but Cooper Kupp, this bet for 84.5 yards. I'm fading it. He has the Bucs this week. I definitely, think that this may be a Robert Woods game. I'm not too sure if Cooper Kupp can keep on this streak of having 100-plus yard games back to back to back. He may put up 74 yards. He may put up over, 84 yards. I'm not too sure. I don't want to play the middle. I don't want to play defense. I don't want to think too much. So this is the bet that looks so juicy because we watched him back-to-back weeks hit 100 yards. And it's like, yeah, why not? He's done it before where he went 5 weeks in a row of 100-yard games. This isn't something, new with Cooper Kupp, but it's just this game against the GOAT, against the Bucs defense that are tough. And I definitely think we need to take into account that, we can't live and breathe off of last year's stats. We can't live and breathe off what he did to the Bucs last season because one, different quarterback, different vibe. They're going to study him, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So this is a bet that I'm probably just going to fade. It would be looking good if I hit, Cooper Kupp over 84 yards because it would be great for my fantasy teams and be great for my team in general. I'm a Rams fan, duh. So again, I'm going to fade this one. I'm just not too sure. I don't feel great about it. I don't because I feel like he can hit 80 yards and then, boom, you're asked out if you put the over. And then if you do the under and he puts up 90 yards, you know how this goes. I don't need to explain too much how this gambling goes. But this is why I feel as though I'm fading this one because this can honestly be a Robert Woods bounce-back game. So, again, stay away. This wraps up another great episode on the DLF YouTube channel for the Monkey Knife Fight picks, value picks, and fades. Some bet you need to stay away. Please stay away. I don't want you to go out there, throw your money on it, throw the whole house on it, and then you end up getting burned by like 1 yard. No, don't do that. Let's avoid the fades. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the episode. Hit that link in the bio. Sign up to Monkey Knife Fight right now, and deposit $10 and get a year free subscription to the DLF website. So I'll see you guys next week for another great episode. Peace.